Hello and welcome to the Forgotten Golfer. Today, I'm excited. We're going to make our own putting stroke training aid. That's right. Have you been online and see how much money they want for these things? Well, I'm going to show you how to make your own. And I'm going to show you the one that I use, but you can customize it to your own stroke and to your own needs. And also, you can take it out to the course, a practice green on the course, or you can use it in your man cave on your personal putting green in the house. It's easy to carry around. It's not a pain in the neck. It's very useful. And if you use it regularly, I'm sure you're going to start dropping putts like nobody's business in short order. So come right back and we'll get right to it. Okay, so this is all we need to do this project. We need garbage bags for a tall kitchen container, just like this. White is the color that I'm looking for today. We need one of those, okay? Then we need 2 legal size envelopes. I marked them 1 and 2, but it's not necessary. I'm just using 1 and 2 so I can explain it to you easier. Need a marker, magic marker. We need a yardstick, or you can use a tape measure. I'm sorry, I'm going to be using inches today for those of you outside of the United States, but it's not going to be that complicated. You can almost do it by your eyesight. But anyway, yardstick, and then I got another straight edge to draw lines, and I have a stapler. That's it. Or a piece of tape. Some tape, if you want to use tape instead of staples. And MG, she's got nothing to do with it. She's just being nosy. She's watching. Okay, so step number 1. You take your ruler, and on envelope number 2, in the top left corner, we make a mark, a 1/4 inch mark, right? 1/4 inch dot. Put a 1/4 inch dot right up in the left-hand corner of the envelope number 2. And in the bottom, doesn't have to be all the way in the bottom, but below it, because we're going to just make a line, below it, we are going to mark 1/2 inch. So we got 1/4 inch dot, 1/2 inch dot, right? Very simple. And then I take our straight edge and we just make a line, connect the dots. So that's all I've done with the 1/4 inch measurement and 1/2 inch, and I connected it. Very simple. Then we take envelope number 1 and we line that up with overlapping the other envelope, and we staple that together. Okay, step number 2 is to grab one of your kitchen garbage bags, right? Just unroll it, don't touch it, leave it as it is, flatten it out. Okay, what I need you to do, if it doesn't have a convenient dip here on yours, that's a drawstring, but I have that. I'm just going to measure this, and I'm just going to draw a line splitting this garbage bag with a black line right here, right in the center. should be pretty much halfway down. So that's what I did. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to draw another line that's going to go perpendicular halfway down this line. So we're going to make a mark right here. Okay? And we're going to split that line right in half. Okay? So that's step 2. Okay, step 3, the envelopes are 4 inches, right? So we're going to take 2 inches up from the center line that we drew on the garbage bag. We're going to go 2 inches up from that line, and we're going to make a mark right there. So now we should have one line straight down the middle. We should have a center line, then 2 inches up, because I'm using 4-inch letters. So 2 inches up from our center line that we cut right down the middle. Now we take our envelope and we make a mark right at the top edge where it's overlapped, and we put it right on that mark that's 2 inches above our center line. Right? Now we take our straight edge and we just put it on the bottom, keeping our envelope in line with that top mark we just made. We just make sure that the envelope bottom edges, bottom corners, are about the same distance from the bottom of our garbage bag. That's all we do. All right? We just lined up our envelopes, and then we put dots in each corner of our envelopes. And all we're going to do is make a line joining the top to the corner of top corner of the envelope, top line, top corner. And then we're going to do we can do it this way. We can actually use the envelopes too. That's our template. Right? So I made them in the first place. I had the template. No laughing. So basically, we just outlined, I don't know if you can see that, we outlined the envelope onto our garbage bag. Pretty simply. Let me just make, don't do the ends. You could, but don't do the ends. Just let me go over it again. So this represents the plane of your putter. This is where we put the ball, right in the center here. Or you can put it here up and use this as a aiming point, because this is perpendicular with the edge of the bag. So when you lay this down, you can use these edges of the garbage bag to aim where the line of your putt, whether it's a breaking putt or a straight putt. That's how you aim this aid. But see, our putter is going to go nice and have a nice plane, because that's what I believe. I don't believe that the putters go straight back and straight through. I believe there's a plane to it. Now, say you don't agree with me on that, and you would like to know where your center line is. Well, you can make this line right here. So now you have a straight line, but now you also have the plane line of your putter. Right? Now, because this is such an easy material, you can maybe staple the corners so it doesn't come apart, because you probably, when you go on my putting green in my man cave, I use push pins. I push pin it to my putting green down there, or it's not a putting green, it's just a strip, and it stays in one place. So how easy is that? That's the easiest thing I've seen. Now these go, I looked today, there was one for $70 online. Scotty Cameron, $70, $69 change. What? I mean, this is pennies. You got to buy a roll of garbage bags, or you got to find, hopefully you use those. You could technically use a black bag, but you would have to find a white marker. That might be tricky. So, but here we go. That's it. And you just put this on your green. We're going to go down. I'm going to show you quickly me putting with one that I already made down there. But basically, that is it. Pretty cool. I push pins in my green to keep it in place. You can get a hole punch and punch holes, or you could use tees on your practice session at the course on a real green. Once you groove this plane, the ball just goes straight as an arrow. So there you go. It's a very simple thing to make. I mean, look, you can put, marks on it. how far you want to take the club back, how far you want to go through. You can mark it up, use it as your worksheet. Make notes, what works on the practice green, what doesn't, how you want your stroke to look, then take it home, and you can work at night at home on your rug. You don't have to anchor it necessarily, but like I said, out on the practice green, you can put tees in it. You can put tees next to your putter. It's the kind of material that you can use anywhere. And when I thought of it, I said, this is really going to be good for a lot of people that need to practice their putting. I mean, it's been so hot. I haven't been out for 2 or 3 days. It's been so hot here in Connecticut. So take care, be safe. And until next time, I'm sure you'll be putting better and hit them well.